Alright, how's it going, guys? I just thought I'd give you a little explanation of my go bag. Keep it all in this little older, one of the early lightweight bags, an ozone by Granite Gear. Still a pretty good bag, and it doesn't have any fancy stuff on it, just a big one compartment thing. The only two things it has is on the side. And nice pack. And that's why I keep all this stuff in that I have spread out here. And so for clothes, starting with clothes, I have stuffed in here a down vest, a fleece jacket, a wool shirt, a pair of cargo pants that that zip off and become shorts. I have a fleece pair of like a 100 thickness, poly 100 thickness pants, 100 thickness poly zip tee, some wool mittens, synthetic shirt, and a couple of pairs of wool socks. So that's pretty much it for clothes, other than obviously a rain suit. Kind of important to have a nylon rain suit at least in case of inclement weather. In terms of my cooking stuff, it all fits in here. I have a 2-pot aluminum system with a double bowl and the lid fits either one of those pots. Here's the windscreen, a couple extra cans. This is the one that goes inside there. This is a Bic lighter, one of these little piezo ignition lighters, little MSR folding spork, and a winter stove, winter canister stove. This is the style. This is a Korea Spider, and this is the style that you can use with the canister inverted, so that it sends liquid fuel to here, and it'll burn. I mean, you can use it down literally to at least 0, slightly below 0. Some people make the mistake of thinking this any stove will work in 0, because when you first fill it, when the tank is all full, just about any stove will work, But if you want to get all the fuel over it, you'll need a winter stove like that if you're in 0 degrees. This particular type of tank is a 4-season, and when it says 4-season, that means that it does not have any butane in it. It has isobutane and propane, and that's what makes it a 4-season. And that one will work even in the upright position down to about 25 degrees. But if it has butane in it, when it gets low, it'll only work till about 35 degrees. And that's just the way that is. And this, of course, is just a little thing to put the stove in case you're working on a bench or wood, something wood. And then for gear, I just have a inexpensive Rayovac 2-cell light, some extra batteries, a folding saw made by Kuglins. It's a cheapie, but it is lighter than the good saws like the Silky saws, but it's a very similar design. The only expensive item I think I have in here is this Benchmade knife, good knife. I made a few alterations to it to make it more comfortable. I put in some dowels and these big holes, and it does give it a little bit better grip. And I added a ferrocerium rod on a section of a bicycle bicycle tube. Then I have a Sawyer Mini. That's the filter. That's the actual filter. Sawyer Mini. Some bank line. Some mosquito repellent. These are my fire bombs. They're made of. You take petroleum jelly, you melt it, and you put in those little pads that women use to remove makeup. You dip it in there, put them on aluminum foil, let them dry. I put 3 of them together because that way I can get 20 minutes of steady fire, so I could get even very wet wood going if I had to. Then in my survival kit, which is all contained in this little combination Stanley bottle pot. This is like a cup, and this is like a pot. I made a lid for it, and that doesn't fit in there. I have to put that separate. But the rest of this fits in there. And it's, you know, a couple of big lighters with a spark wheel lighter, some tie wire. These are also fire lighters, but they're plastic containers containing cotton balls that are dipped in melted petroleum jelly. These are these little Tinder Quicks, I think they're called. I think SOL makes them, Tinder Quicks. And this is just a little spare knife. This little, I think it's made by, it's a cheapie, but it's still a surprisingly pretty good knife. AUS 8, which is a very standard. But it amazes me that the AUS 8, some of the companies know how to make AUS 8 and make a good knife. That other knife is considered a super steel. This is just a little cheap headlamp. Some dental floss, which you can sew with if you needed to. Some duct tape, you know. Everything can be done with duct tape, you know. Spare batteries for my headlamp. Little small multi-tool. It's kind of nice. Pair of pliers. And it's a pretty good one. It's got some, you know, some extra stuff I won't go into. It's but a couple of different screwdrivers, basically. Which I don't know what you need a screwdriver for, but you never know. So that's for the survival kit. Then I have one of these little small day packs. But you know, it's one of those that all will fit in a really tiny little bag. It's the size of the bag it all fits. But I won't bore you right now. So here's one tarp to put on the bottom of where you're going to sleep or rest. And here's a big nylon tarp to go on top, including some nylon. I think I got 50 feet of nylon, 550 paracord, and some tent stakes. And I can't put a sleeping bag in here because it will be too heavy. So I just have, or a sleeping pad. This is what I have for a sleeping pad. It's okay if it's in really cold weather, you'd have to augment it with something like ferns and dry leaves. But so this is a sleeping pad. It's kind of like, it's very light, similar to the material that they put in the windows of a car to keep the sun from overheating the car. It's starting to fray over here. And of course, toilet paper. You know, don't forget toilet paper. And this is a glorified. This is what I would use as a sleeping bag. It's one of these SOL skate bivvies, but it has the advantage that it is breathable, so it'll be a little bit more comfortable to sleep in something like this. And of course, don't forget, either a poncho or a rain suit. This is a rain suit. A rain suit in itself is a survival item. I mean, if it was raining out, you had a rain suit, you know, you're gonna be okay, even if you're just parked up against a tree, even if you're just sitting down next to a tree. So, I think, oh, I got a few other items, yeah, I forgot about. A fishing kit, fairly good fishing kit, you know, a compass, and of course, don't forget that compass is useless unless you know how to use it. So take the time to take a course, read a book, you know. And like a first aid kit, go to the bathroom kit, take a crap kit, you know, just a little, some sanitizer, kind of important. And then just brushing your teeth kind of kit, you know. And just for some extra insurance, some zip ties. You can use to build stuff, build a structure of some sort if you had to stay there more permanently. I think that's it. Thank you much. Thanks for watching.